This little guy wanted to show off a stick he found with his friends. This person made a stop-motion video game just from drawing with a notepad and a pencil. There's nothing better than passing out after eating your favorite meal. Here's what baby bears look like when they climb a tree. This company made it possible to clean both sides of your window at the same time. This eagle was just minding his business when a turtle started biting at his feet. This pilot is able to pour a drink into a glass while flying upside down. There's no magic going on, it's just messing around with the G-forces of the plane. This photographer created some incredible time-lapse footage on Mount Everest. This professional rock climber is trying to move around the chair without touching the ground. This person has a framed hologram of a microscope that allows you to look inside. The US Navy wanted to see if they could break through the Arctic Circle with their submarine. This probably looks like CGI from a Disney movie, but these butterflies are attracted to these turtles. The butterflies are desperately looking for salt, and that means drinking from the tears of a turtle. This is called the resurrection plant. When it's extremely dry, the plant rolls up into a ball and comes back to life when exposed to water. This store in Yellowstone National Park was covered in 7 feet of snow, so this person is on the roof clearing it off.
Ready, set. Like moving a refrigerator.
Put your refrigerator on the roof.
This is what professional drone racing looks like from the perspective of the drone. And this is what it looks like from the perspective of the pilot. This is probably the worst parent in the animal kingdom. These are Christmas Island red crabs, and they give birth to millions of baby crabs every year. The parents take advantage of the free food and love to eat their babies. A photographer captured some incredible video footage of these sharks near Ecuador. This person taught her dog how to play The Floor is Lava.
The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is is lava.
This diver found a fish caught in a plastic bag and set it free. That's the end of this video, but I just wanted to quickly dedicate this video to my cat Cupcake, who passed away a few days ago. She died a few days before her 18th birthday. She was more than a cat. She was my best friend and helped me get through some of the worst and most depressing days of my life.
Come on. Well, I am staying up. Library. Mouse. For an hour. Woo. She wants to play hard, so this is how I play hard. I go around in circles. Boom.
Ow! 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 There she is. Now we're gonna go call her. Come on, Cupcake. Come on. Let's go. Go inside. Go. Go. Good job. This is Mr. Magoo the cat, and he might be a little broken. He was born with his tongue sticking out and doesn't have the ability to pull it back in. Other than that, he's perfectly happy and healthy. People love to cross the street and sometimes do so without looking at all. This organization made a course to see which cars had the best and worst systems to avoid pedestrians. They tested 11 small SUVs and 4 of them received perfect scores.
The Mitsubishi Outlander only received a basic rating, and the BMW X1 earned no credit because it either didn't brake or had minimal speed reduction in all the scenarios.
Okay, good word. Yes. Okay, wiggle butt.
In case you didn't know, Saturn is losing its rings, so in about 150 million years, Saturn will look like this. This 80-year-old man had his bike stolen, so these police officers gave him a brand new one.
Sit on there, see if that fits you.
Okay. Okay. Is this a new one here? Or?
Brand spanking new.
Oh.
All right?
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
No problem, sir.
You're welcome.
So the
You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself, monster. In case you didn't know, some stingrays love getting their tail cleaned by smaller fish. This sloth was trying to cross a road, but luckily this photographer stopped to help it out. This is what it looks like when you zoom in on a $100 bill.
Thank you. Give. Oh, good girl. High five.
This person created his own plasma bottle launcher using propane gas. This company created a helmet with a heads-up display that lets you see what's behind you. Whenever it rains in the salt flats of Bolivia, the entire landscape becomes a giant mirror. They now have apps on your phone that let you see what you look like with different colored hair. This man, for unknown reasons, really wanted to shake hands with someone in the back of the plane.
I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna shake your hand. Shake your hand. I'm gonna shake your hand. I wanna shake his 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 hand. That's all I wanna do. All I wanna do.
After making a scene, he was thrown off the plane and arrested. This artist makes stop-motion carvings from giant blocks of cheese. The suspect was arrested and brought in for questioning. When the detective wasn't looking, he took a chance and jumped out a second-story window.
no.
The police still haven't been able to find the suspect. This person went to go pick up their dog from daycare when their dog's face lights right up. This is an Asiatic golden cat, and they're usually found in parts of southern Asia. Ancient tradition in Thailand believes that killing this cat and burning it will scare away tigers.
Alright, get up here! Ah, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, ooh.
This boy was falling off the ski lift when his father caught him at the last second. Other people saw what happened and rushed over to help.
Wow, they're heroes. They are heroes.
Here's what it looks like when you take a car from 1959 and crash it into a car from 2009. You can really see how far we've come to make cars safer for drivers. This diver found a friendly whale in the ocean and taught it how to spin. This photographer from NASA took thousands of individual photographs of Earth to create this high-quality time-lapse video. This is called a Hellfire missile, and they're one of the smartest missiles in the world. Each individual missile has an eye that uses laser-guided precision to strike their target. Just one missile costs about $117,000 to make. These people wanted to teach their new puppy how to howl by playing YouTube videos. This photographer visited Peru to record a time-lapse video of the night sky.
Можно? Ешь скорей. Ешь, на, ешь. На, забирай, ешь. Можно? Кася, ешь. Кася, ешь скорей. Кушай, давай, можно. Давай, можно, на. На, забирай, ешь, кушай, да. Можно.
This person has a pet snail, and every time they give it a carrot to eat, it just kinda plays around with it. The average winter temperature in Tucson, Arizona is about 68 degrees. About a week ago, this hot desert was completely covered in a blanket of snow. This is NASA's water deluge system, which can unleash 450,000 gallons of water in just a few seconds. The system was created to help reduce the extreme heat generated whenever a rocket gets launched into space.
For some reason, this person isn't throwing Hurley his ball. Not quite sure why. Poor Hurley. He's being ignored. Are you being ignored, Hurley?
Here's a time lapse of what bananas look like. The question is, how ripe do you like your bananas? This is obsidian, which is basically volcanic glass. These people found this massive piece from a volcano in Mexico.
Move back. Move back. Move back.
This person was selected to be a sign language interpreter at this press conference. The problem is that she doesn't know sign language at all and was just making things up. The funny thing is that this was a volunteer job, so she didn't even do it for money.
The area about 2:30 this afternoon, we received some information about Mr. Donaldson having a firearm at the McDonald's. One of his coworkers approached a police officer.
Bunchy is so funny.
This air show in Australia put lasers on top of a plane and flew it over a crowd of people. This person made himself a little tiny remote-controlled snowblower. This is what it looks like to melt a jawbreaker with a blowtorch. This giant blanket is designed to quickly extinguish fires. This photographer went to go take some pictures of meerkats, and they started climbing all over him. Here's a great example showing how Earth's atmosphere changes depending on the season. The yellow clouds you see is carbon dioxide building up in the atmosphere. In April, the CO2 levels in the northern hemisphere are at their highest, while the CO2 levels in the southern hemisphere are at their lowest. The places that have dense rainforests typically have the lowest CO2 levels. This is a hummingbird, and this is what a baby hummingbird looks like. This university created a foldable Kevlar shield that will protect people from bullets. The hope is that after additional testing, this shield will become available to protect emergency personnel.
It was exciting to see that it did stop the bullets, and we were able to successfully demonstrate it with 9mm, 357 Magnum, and 44 Magnum pistols.
The federal agents that saw our initial prototype were really excited about it.
Their response was that this is a revolutionary product.
This is what a pink elephant looks like. This baby elephant has a rare condition where it was born with a lack of pigment in its skin.
Oh, isn't she adorable?
This is what it looks like to juggle balls from a bird's eye view. NASA created this huge facility to test out their rocket engines. Every time they conduct a test, an enormous amount of hydrogen and oxygen gets mixed together. As a result, these engines are basically pumping water vapor into the atmosphere. After about an hour, this water vapor will eventually fall back down as rain. Person pulled her car over because she heard a strange sound coming from her engine.
Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Oh my god!
Давай, Кидо. He's the world champion in basketball freestyle.
Over 250 Amish men gather together to help move a barn.
嘘マジでやばいねこれ。
Sweden has begun creating electric roads for people to drive on. These roads will charge your car while you drive on it.
The car will automatically sense the power unit and start recharging the internal battery, once again leaving you to fully concentrate on driving. There is no electrical outlet or cords. The induction plate could even be built into your driveway.
This guy made himself his own automatic M&M launcher. If you eat all this, you'll probably die. This isn't pasta, this is actually how many pharmaceutical companies make medicine. The ingredients are mixed together and pushed out into long wet strands. After they go through this process, they'll be ready to be formed into pills and tablets. This is called the Flip, and it's a research vessel owned by the US Navy to study how the ocean works. What makes this so unique is that this boat is designed to float in a vertical position. The vertical position makes the vessel much more stable compared to a traditional boat. Someone discovered that the Google Maps car accidentally captured the moment a man started falling down the stairs.
Carl, come on.
This company designed these incredibly powerful rings that glow in the dark. This photographer likes to create movie action shots using toys. This is a porcelain crab, and they like to open their little arms to capture food particles that float by. What is that thing? People saw this weird light fly over Los Angeles, but apparently it's just some guys in wingsuits. They put fireworks on their feet and flew across the sky as a publicity stunt.
3, Come on. 4. One more. Come on. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Are you okay?
In 1986, the Chernobyl disaster took place in the Soviet Union, where a nuclear facility exploded, turning the surrounding area into a wasteland. Because of the radiation, this place is now completely abandoned. This person went to go check out the damage and was surprised to find a man living with his 92-year-old mother. Apparently, after the explosion happened, they just never moved.
Нормально, вкусно.
Ну, ешь, детка, ешь. Ты так мотай хорошо.
Хорошо.
This soldier came home from deployment to surprise his son at Taekwondo class. Because he was blindfolded, he had no idea he was training against his dad.
Daddy?
Once a year, there's a huge snowball fight that takes place in Russia. People build a giant snow fort while other people try to take it over. This little cat saw this big cat on TV and got scared. This honey badger saw her baby about to get eaten by a jaguar and came to save the day.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Whoa! Jesus. Look at that.
The baby was just a little shaken up and should make a full recovery. There's an app that lets you see how your Wi-Fi signal travels through your house. This company created a program that allows anyone to make their own masterpiece.
This technology allows us to create a smart paintbrush so that if you wanted to create a new picture, you can just draw the shapes of the objects that you want, and the neural network can then fill in all the details.
I'd like to see that tree reflecting in that pond.
The real advance here is that we're able to synthesize images with a lot more diversity and more fidelity than we were able to in the past.
These ducks decided that they wanted to give surfing a try. This person discovered that this company uses the same cutout pattern for all their puzzles. By combining 2 or more puzzles together, he can make some beautiful works of art. This person went paragliding over a volcano in Guatemala.
Yeah, go. Go. BAM!
I'm gonna make the water disappear, look. Ta-da! Is that impressive? Look. Like that.
Working out is so much easier if you have someone else doing it with you.
Snitch med baksiden, det backflip-gutten liksom en gang. Kjører du baklet? Oi, oi, oi!
This dog jumped out of its owner's car and ran all over the freeway dodging vehicles.
And I'm here watching. Look at everyone's out of their car. I'm in front. She's running. He's running. They're all trying to catch the dog. Bro! Another guy. Look at, he tried to corner the dog. The whole family.
The good news is that the dog was eventually safely captured.
Here, dog, come here. No!
This rock has been censored. This is Congo tourmaline, which is a gemstone that has been cut in a special way that makes it look pixelated.
Hey, can I get one? Thank you. Hey, can I get one? Thank you.
This is what happens when you shake a soda can and open it deep below on the floor of the ocean.
A cola carbonated beverage here at 2.5 atmospheres, somewhere deep below the sea. This you should never try at home, shaking up your Coke, because you know what's bound to happen when you take your Coke and you open it up and it sprays all over the room. Didn't happen. Look at that. That's physics in motion right there, Archimedes' principle or Boyle's law or something like that. Yeah.
13. ¿Qué pacho? No bajó, pero yo creo que no subió mucho.
Is it good?
I'm going to. Si quieres lo agarras. Ya.
This guy went to a jewelry store and told them he wanted a better look at a gold ring under natural light. So they let him take the ring outside for a better look. He then took the opportunity to just walk away with it. This family ordered food to be delivered to their home. When they looked at the security footage, they saw that the delivery person was drinking from their milkshake. This is a kangaroo rat, and they can be found in the deserts of Arizona. This particular rat was about to get captured by this snake when it suddenly kicked it in the face. This cruise ship suddenly lost power in the middle of the sea. Without any power, the ship was unable to remain properly stabilized in the rough waves. Over 450 people were evacuated and saved by rescue helicopters.
Get that on video.
Officially over.
This guy started his own business that became very successful. He then surprised his parents by writing them a letter telling them that he will pay off the mortgage for their home.
No, hijo.
Oh, I love you. Thank you, Papa.
This is what a volcanic eruption looks like from the International Space Station. These people forgot to put their garbage can on the street to be picked up. This man still went through the extra effort to take it out anyways. This is called malachite, and it's a type of mineral that's usually found in China and Central Africa. PetSmart has a policy where you can bring in any animal as long as it's on a leash and you can control it. So these people brought in a camel.
It's mostly hair.
Oh yeah, take him to the groomer. He could use a little bath and blowout.
It was just a regular day at the gym when a car drove straight through the window. The driver said her brake pedal wasn't working properly, so she couldn't stop. Nobody in the gym was seriously hurt. Here's a dog running at 34 miles per hour. This guy climbed on top of a ski lift chair to go to a different one. This person went skiing down a mountain when they triggered an avalanche. India recently completed the construction of the largest bird sculpture in the world. The sculpture took 10 years to make and was carved using a hammer and chisel. This dog has a job at baseball games where he picks up the bat when the player is done with it. In this situation, the umpire picked up the bat for the dog and the crowd was absolutely disgusted.
Sean Murphy.
Come on, come on.
Located in the desert of Chile are giant geoglyphs that haven't changed in over 1,000 years. The people from this time used these rocks to create different art formations. Some of these formations were used to help calculate lunar and solar cycles and compare weather patterns. Unfortunately, some companies are using this desert as a space for free advertising. This is how populations of countries have changed throughout the years. The Amazon rainforest is getting smaller every day as more trees are cut down. Just a few months ago, scientists discovered an enormous system of hills and tunnels that were created by termites. Without the cover of trees, secrets are being discovered that remained hidden within the forest. For over 4,000 years, these termites created giant mounds on the floor of the rainforest. These termites created a system that is roughly the same size of the United Kingdom. This is most likely the largest construction project ever created by an insect or animal. This animal rescue organization went out to protect endangered sea creatures when they were suddenly attacked. Local poachers started attacking their boat because this organization stopped them from carrying out illegal hunting. This person found a wild kitten that has never socialized with humans. By putting some chicken on a spoon, it was the first time this kitten bonded with a human. After several weeks of training, the kitten is now properly socialized and happy. These people were ordering food from McDonald's when they discovered a glitch that allowed them to get free food. By ordering 10 burgers without any meat and then ordering 1 burger with meat, the system gave them a discount. The discount was so large that it simply gave them the food for free.
We'll take it away, why not? But when it gets to this screen, we'll find that all the pattyless burgers had $1.10 taken off them, so they're all negative 10 cents. And there's our regular burger, which is just $1, leaving the total at $0.
State parks in California are dealing with a problem where bikers are destroying signs. Many of the bikers want to go off the designated trails. This is harmful because many areas are off limits as they're protecting endangered plants and animals. This cat was born with a thumb. He was born with a genetic abnormality that makes his first digit in each paw long and separated from the body. So this cat is totally fine, it just looks like he's always wearing mittens. This person attached a device to his skateboard that allows him to pull off some gnarly tricks. This person got stuck waiting for the worst train possible.
Bruh. Why's you bagging up? It's bagging up. What is you doing? He's going forward again. What is he doing? Cub bagging up again, dog. I'm really not trying to be funny, dog. What does he keep bagging up coming forward for?
The sun will sometimes have eruptive events called a corona that creates a loop of fire larger than Earth. This particular video is a time-lapse of an event that lasted over 21 hours. This is called the Mega Marvin, and it's an instrument that is sometimes used to make music in scary movies. Many trucks have these side guards to help with the aerodynamics of the trailer. These guards are now being reinforced to provide extra safety in the event of an accident.
I forgot something. There we go.
These criminals use an excavator from a nearby construction site to steal this ATM machine. This is a growing problem in Ireland, as this is the 11th time in the past 6 months these same people have stolen an ATM. They placed the ATM in a van and then drove away.
As long as you lift it from behind, you're good.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, just Get it off.
This person dressed up as an astronaut to show how strange and exotic Earth really is. This person took a crazy amount of makeup and turned themselves into a baby. A scientist took a frog egg, fertilized it, and noticed that the cells started to move only after a few minutes. This is probably the greatest pizza box ever invented.
Manufactured from 100% recycled and recyclable corrugated cardboard. The top of the green box tears along 2 perforations and creates 4 serving plates. The bottom of the box breaks down into a convenient storage container, which is handy for leftover pizza and easy to recycle due to its compact size. The storage container fits conveniently into any size refrigerator.
This person parked in front of a driveway on purpose to annoy her neighbors, so the neighbor decided that he would just move the car himself. If you swing a magnet at a chunk of copper, it comes to an immediate stop.
The magnet's momentum is slowed by opposing magnetic fields generated by the flow of electrons in the copper. And since the electrical energy isn't being collected by a circuit for any useful purpose, it dissipates into the lump of copper as heat.
This photographer went to Yosemite National Park and spotted these 2 baby cubs wrestling in the road. The mama bear was close by, keeping watch.
I want one. They're like puppy size.
Oh, they are so. One of them is so small.
Yeah, I would give it a little bit, but I thought one of the cubs was under there, but they're both.
No, they're both there.
They're both there.
Is there another bear? No.
It's just the 3 of them.
There's the 3 of them.
Yeah! Woo! All right, look at that.
This chimp is smart enough to know how a phone works.
What's he been up to? Hanging out with girls on the beach? Oh, touching snakes. That's always dangerous. Oh, that's you. That's when you guys almost...
This person has a unique way of revealing his artwork. This is a defense mechanism used by owls to scare away predators. A photographer in Hawaii found this massive stream of lava pouring into the ocean. To show how big this lava stream really is, you can see a drone flying close by. Scientists found a shy flapjack octopus trying to hide from the camera.
esophagus, so they shouldn't be swallowing anything
taking
too
a
big or
million
they'll
pictures.
explode their brain.
Oh,
I got
look at him.
dust
He's
in my eyes.
wrapping up.
Bright light, bright light.
This
go
is
away.
what scientists do
Sorry.
when we're really excited.
This person knows how to make some incredible pieces of sand art. These people were confused when they saw a beluga whale swim right up to their boat. They noticed that the whale was wearing a harness, so they helped remove it. This particular whale was most likely trained by the Russian military. Countries such as the United States and Russia have a long history of using dolphins and whales for military purposes.
Hey!
This is an iron anvil that weighs 110 pounds. By placing this in a tub of liquid mercury, the anvil will actually end up floating.
Let's push it down. Oh, it's hard to push down. Oh, that's great.
The iron anvil floats because mercury has a density nearly twice that of iron. In fact, due to the density ratios, the iron actually floats better than wood does in water.
This dog stole a camera from their owner and started running away with it. What you're looking at right now is the spinal cord of a baby fish still inside their embryo. This is a close-up time-lapse video showing how the nervous system of a fish grows inside of the egg. If you search the word Thanos on Google, your links will start to disappear. Here's a cool trick you can try at home. If you take a plastic ruler and quickly bend it in direct sunlight, your camera will make a weird effect. This will only work on your phone camera if you record in a vertical format. This man wanted to become a goat. He didn't want to simply act like a goat, he truly wanted to become a goat. He even visited a neuroscientist to try and disable his ability to speak. After a few days of trying to become a goat, he eventually returned to being a human. This is what happens when you remove a balloon from liquid nitrogen. As the gas inside the balloon warms up, the molecules begin to expand again like normal. Here's a great demonstration showing how a sinkhole is formed.
Depending on all those soil properties we talked about earlier, this process can take days to years before anyone notices. Many of our subsurface utilities are placed directly below roadways, and the paving often acts as a final bridge above the sinkhole, hiding the void below.
This is why it's so important to wear a hard hat on the job site. A small nut or bolt falling from a few stories up can have devastating effects. This artist discovered a way to paint using fire. In this particular piece, he made a face out of flames. This is what the tip of a pen looks like under a microscope. You can see how the ink covers the ballpoint.
Like a rabbit.
This photographer traveled to some of the most remote areas of Greenland to capture its true beauty. There's a program called the Human Library where instead of checking out a book, you check out a person instead. People from many different backgrounds gather together to talk about common stereotypes. The hope is that people will learn not to judge someone based on their beliefs, where they come from, or how they look. This teacher is holding a regular jar filled with water. Because of water surface tension and air pressure, the water does not fall out of the jar when she removes the cover.
In all directions, but pushing upwards to hold the liquid in, right?
Yes.
And if I take this off, what should happen?
Pushing up the water.
Should come out, but
That's not fair.
witchcraft. What is this? John, no, Gabby move, Jonathan move. Yeah, okay. Move for a second.
He's taking a. That's not okay.
And why is it?
This person created a strawberry that screams whenever you cut into it.
Oh yeah!
These firefighters rescued a baby deer that got stuck in a sewer drain.
Well done, guys.
This violinist developed a case where he couldn't stop shaking while he played. As a result, he had brain surgery to stop his shaking. The doctors asked him to play the violin during surgery to figure out the cause of his shaking.
You see, because Roger's tremor was so small, it would be difficult for Dr. Lee and his team to tell if the electrodes they were implanting were in the best possible place to stop the tremor.
The surgery was successful, and his shaking has disappeared. These gorillas at a zoo were afraid of the rain and decided to go inside.
Cage is making a run for it.
These scientists put tracking devices on wolves from different packs to see what their territories would look like. This artist can make tattoos that look like an embroidery patch. This is Fisher Island, located in Florida. It's currently the richest zip code in the United States. The average annual income for residents that live here is $2.5 million. It's pretty much a private island where super famous people hang out with other famous people. These people were cleaning windows on a building when it suddenly got extremely windy. The wind pushed their basket out of control and over the edge of the building. After about 30 minutes of getting tossed around, firefighters were able to control the basket and save the window washers. In case you didn't know, we have a lot of junk floating around Earth. The red dots are satellites, the blue dots are rocket bodies, and the gray dots are miscellaneous space debris. It's estimated that there's over 500,000 pieces of space junk floating near Earth. Almost every piece of debris is traveling at speeds of over 17,000 miles per hour. The debris is usually created from a rocket launch or satellites crashing into each other. Astronauts that live in the International Space Station frequently need to take maneuvers to avoid crashing into space debris. This is called a hydrolamp, and it uses a cool light effect to make it look like water's traveling upwards. The snake just swallowed an egg, and if you listen carefully, you can hear how they crack the egg to get to the yolk. This crow fell in the water and was starting to drown. The bear grabbed the crow and brought it back on land. After a few minutes of drying off, the crow flew away. Every time this dog receives a treat, he does a little dance to celebrate. This person was commentating a baseball game when he became part of the action.
Wins on the young season, the 1-1. Cordulo swings and fouls it off towards the broadcast booth, and I make the catch on the foul ball. I am very proud of myself. I hope somebody got video of that, as I caught it on the fly. Boy, am I impressive. What a play by me.
If you take a regular soda can and put it in hydrochloric acid, you'll discover a secret underneath the aluminum. The reason why your drink doesn't taste like metal is because there is a thin layer of plastic. This plastic is extremely thin and fragile and will break when touched.
It's put in to protect the drink from leaching metals out of the can. You are really drinking out of a thin plastic container that's inside an aluminum beverage can. The bottom dome isn't dissolved because it's much thicker than the sides.
NASA recently announced that humans are going back to the moon in 2024. The plan is to build a permanent moon base to help with future space missions. The moon base will be placed close to where there is an abundant source of water ice.
These are the challenges we face to push the bounds of humanity. We're going to the moon to stay by 2024.
This family found a massive dust cloud silently move its way through Australia.
To get in the picture now, that's how close to us it is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
This person was playing basketball when a male woman stopped by to hype him up and deliver his mail.
Good boy.
A journalist was walking in a remote desert area in India when he noticed something strange. In the middle of this barren land, there appeared to be a massive jungle. The journalist found a man by himself and talked to him. It turns out that this one man has been planting trees in the desert since the 1970s. The jungle that started from nothing is now larger than Central Park in New York City.
অত্যন্ত অৰণ্য হোৱাৰ কাৰণে 115টা হাতী তাতে 3 মাহ দিন থাকে আৰু সেইদৰে গড় থাকে।
Many cocoa bean farmers around the world grow the bean to make a living, but have no idea what it's used for. This person gave some chocolate to these farmers in Africa as they've never tasted it before.
C'est doux. C'est doux là.
Vous aimez?
C'est vraiment intéressant. C'est doux. Oh.
The United States and Russia are the two largest arms dealers in the world. Here's a great visualization showing where these weapons are being sold. This company wanted to test out how strong their building materials were by creating the largest earthquake test ever. This company developed the ability to bring famous people back to life. They only need one single picture of someone in order to place it on the face of a person who's alive today. What's interesting is that you could probably take a picture of a deceased friend or relative and make them come back to life by making a new fake memory. In case you didn't know, this is what a koala bear sounds like.
Water. Mila, say water.
This robot was designed to make traffic stops safer for both police officers and citizens. Every year, thousands of police officers and citizens get involved in physical altercations. The hope is that this robot will limit the number of potential incidents.
Oh my god!
So they're holding on to my loofah, which they shouldn't have, and Molson fell asleep.
This is called mitosis, which is when a cell splits in half, and this is what's happening in your body right now. This baby rhino was rescued and then raised in a sanctuary with a friendly goat. As a result, the baby rhino loves to copy the jumping behavior of the goat. These people were filming their podcast show when a security guard showed up.
Yeah, no, I'm just filming them because I like them. Yeah, I'm not with them at all.
We're just recording audio. Is that okay?
Just audio?
Yeah,
just
audio.
a
little audio trip.
So nothing's being filmed.
We're not filming anything ourselves, no. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, he asked if he could film us. We said yeah.
You guys aren't together.
No, we're not together.
Sorry. I cannot believe we got away with that.
Sorry. Yes. Oh. Sorry.
After every single meal, this dog runs over to its owner to get burped. This little burb is absolutely mesmerized by this washing machine. This person made a stop-motion animation of Spider-Man fighting crime. This person stepped outside their home in Norway and found some mysterious lights floating in the sky. It turns out that these lights were rockets launched by NASA to study solar winds. Here's a graph for the most popular YouTube videos ever back in the day compared to recent times. You can really see how the music industry quickly took over. This medicine ball weighs 20 pounds, but this person makes it look like it's floating in the air. A meteor the size of a car lit up the sky in southern Australia. This crab grabbed a jellyfish and then put it on its head to protect itself from predators. A cardinal stopped by to say hello, but when it was time to say goodbye, the bird didn't want to go.
He likes you, honey.
This person made a submarine out of Legos and then bombed it by using firecrackers. This is Polaris, which is also called the North Star. What makes this star so special is because it hardly moves in the night sky. The North Star is positioned almost directly above Earth's northern axis, and as a result, stays still while other stars move. There's a really weird product that's supposed to make your neck absolutely ripped. Here's the giant African snail eating a carrot. These people have perfected a method to permanently bend huge logs of wood in a certain way. What you're looking at right now is a caterpillar with transparent skin. Those white lines you see is a caterpillar breathing through its respiratory system. In case you didn't know, some baby squirrels get caught in something called a milk trance. It happens when they get too excited while they're drinking milk. It's completely harmless and only lasts a few seconds. This guy made himself a motorized treadmill. Here's how big our sun is compared to other suns throughout the universe. These people accidentally dropped a bucket in the ocean, and this beluga whale was kind enough to return it. These are called cow nose rays, and they can be found traveling in large groups near Australia. This lion was hunting for buffalo when she ended up getting completely surrounded by them. After a few terrifying hours, the buffaloes eventually gave up and walked away.
Dude, my cat is yoked. She's literally doing muscle ups, bro. Bro, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. One more. Yeah! There it is. Uh-huh.
This company made a stop-motion animation of putting a car ramp on a car. This diver was scuba diving when he found a massive string of sea salp. A sea salp is a collection of separate microorganisms that work together to create one big organism. This bike is powered by pumping it back and forth. Here's a great visual showing how much land Native Americans lost in North America. The blue and red represents land owned by Native Americans. This is what a pilot sees when they fly a plane at night. A police officer noticed that someone was trying to get his attention. He found out that this person's baby stopped breathing. The officer performed CPR, but only managed to get one small breath from the baby. They rushed over to the hospital where the baby was saved and able to breathe normally again. The doctors agreed that the baby would not have survived without the actions of the officer. Who knew melting a lock could look so delicious? This person was riding a motorcycle when they didn't see the train safety barrier come down. A bystander saw what happened and ran over to help. This little kiwi got really excited when it discovered a hidden food box in its enclosure. This dog has a condition where every time it gets excited, it faints for about a second. The owners checked in with various doctors to see if it was something serious like a seizure, but turns out it's completely harmless. The owners state that their dog is very happy and doesn't seem to be bothered too much by this neurological condition. This dog gets really excited whenever it hears someone say popcorn.
Popcorn.
Did you discuss any of this with Rita? No, but I will if you don't do the right thing. If you truly care about this family, like you're saying, you will let my daughter and those sweet children.
These police officers got word that people were stealing items and bringing them out the back door, so they simply waited for them to come out.
Who two? Brandon, grab an arm here. Nope.
This is how a commercial for iced coffee is created. Many places have laws where food and beverage commercials are not allowed to use CGI, so everything still needs to be done the old-fashioned way. This person tried cleaning a massive rug during a sandstorm.
What's up, buddy? Hi, buddy.
You can make a leaf move on water by using soap. This soap lowers the surface tension of the water, which makes it harder for the water to stick to the leaf, which causes it to move around. This is called the Thatcher effect, where an image looks completely fine until you turn it right side up. Here's a moth that really doesn't want to be touched. Every day, this guy makes a trip to the market by balancing pineapples on his head. Here's a quick look at the race. The earthquake in Italy last night, and you can really see how much things were shaking. This is what a professional racing sailboat looks like. This is probably the strongest bed in the world. This bed is so strong that it can withstand the force of having a car dropped on top of it. The bed was designed to act as a panic room in the event of an emergency.
That's it?
That's it. Just keep walking.
Rosie! What are you doing here?
By using some pretty smooth film tricks, these people made it look like this staircase had some magical abilities.
Stairwell, designed by Filipino architect Rafael Nelson of Uganda.
This is called a spirit bear, and they can only be found in North America. They're actually a black bear that carries a recessive gene that turns their fur white. There's currently over 465,000 black bears and fewer than 400 spirit bears in the wild. This company designed a parachute for helicopters. A diver found this tiny cat shark off the coast of Wales.
Oh, Mrs. Brown usually reads me a story before bed. I don't suppose you want some. No bedtime stories.
These guys were on a motorcycle when a tiger started chasing after them. This guy decided to fill up an entire backpack with mayonnaise to see what would happen.
I think that's good because when we do the drawstring, it's gonna squeeze it a little bit. Oh no. Make sure when you have your mayonnaise in your backpack, you smooth it over. You ready? Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Here's a smart frog that decided to cool off under an air conditioner. If you don't want to get stitches from a doctor, it's now possible to use glue instead. This glue is made from a natural protein that seals an injury shut within seconds.
It's applied directly to the wound site and activated with light to form a complete seal. Unlike stitching or staples, Metro promotes the healing of tissue, allows the site to recover, and returns that tissue to normal function in just half the time.
Here's a really weird optical illusion. Each piece is exactly the same size, but when placed right next to each other, one appears bigger than the other. This person works at a valet service and had to park a car that was covered in bugs. This dog had to wear the cone of shame, and the cat was pretty happy about it. This company sells bikes that have been combined with a treadmill. This is what it looks like to paint using virtual reality. The amount of pollen that was on this tree is pretty amazing. There's an artist that has her daughter draw a design. When the drawing is complete, the mom uses that design as the basis of her painting. This cat is completely deaf, so she's always surprised when her owner greets her. That's in this video. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.